7 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out on your Tuesday morning. Glad to be with you. Hope you guys had a fantastic Monday. Welcome to your Tuesday, February 27th, the final days of the second month of the year. So you know, not this weekend, next weekend. We turn the clocks ahead.
I know. I'm excited.
All right. You're going to lose an hour's sleep, but I don't care. I want that daylight.
Yeah.
Give me daylight till 7, and I'm ready to go. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Hopefully you guys did something yesterday. I was telling the early risers last hour. We took Jimmy got a little mile walk in yesterday after Jimmy got off work.
Yeah.
Got the stroller out and said, let's get outside. Let's just go get some fresh air and a walk, and it was beautiful. Oh.
I walked on the walking pad in the house and worked. But then after dinner, even after I did my walking pad time, Tony and I took the dog for a walk.
Absolutely.
It was really it was dusk because we couldn't go till after dinner. It was still really warm, even after dusk.
No, it was. It was perfect for a walk. I mean, go a tiny bit warmer, but still, I'm like, man, this is February, and we're out going for a mile walk.
Yeah.
In February with sunshine in Northeast Ohio. Let's go. It's fantastic. This hour, what do we got for you? Norah Jones tickets. She's coming to Blossom Music Center July 11th, and we are going to hook somebody up with tickets to that show coming up this hour in the 8 o'clock hour. Of course, the Q92 Rage Room. We do it every Tuesday in the 8 o'clock hour. Let you guys get all that stuff off your chest. We do it as well. If there's anything that's annoying you, bothering you, pissing you off, ticking you off, whichever of those verbs, feel free to let us know. And if you want to send in your stuff early, just put Rage Room so we know and put it aside. But 8 o'clock, we get all the rage out. Let's go to the text line while we have a minute or two at the most. Good morning, early risers. Hope you all have a great day. DD Driver checking in. Good morning, everybody. Lumber Guy saying hello. Good morning, Fab 3. This is Scrap Girl checking in. I missed a couple days because I've been sick like a dog. Feeling better today, though. Hope everyone has a great day. Good morning. Hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday from a random Swifty girl and someone. Good morning from Payroll Girl. Send in the GIF. It's finished. From Lord of the Rings. It's done. There you go.
That's good.
Another round of payroll done by Payroll Girl.
I can breathe for just another, week? And then.
Fantastic. Coming up this hour, I saw an interesting study from SWNdigital.com. I go there every day. About employed Americans and how they feel about their jobs. Interesting. Then I have a question for you guys off it. I want to learn a little bit this morning. So we're going to talk about your jobs a little bit. It's 10 after 7. It's Dua Lipa Houdini. It's Q92. We'll get caught up on what the Hoff is.
Q92.
We'll get caught up on what the Hoff is up to. And then after that, Jake.
Q92.
You too.
Let me see here. Quick shout out to Jake. I've been catching myself saying, "Kay, love you, bye," when leaving social situations.
I just giggled. Did you hear his high-pitched little?
Yeah.
"Kay, love you, bye." Yeah. It happens every day around 9:55.
It does.
Catch it today if you like.
Promotions, things like that.
Probably didn't. Think you ever had a teacher that just didn't like you? I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Belts didn't like me, but he certainly had no problem mispronouncing my name. He might not have liked me. He might have just thought, you know what? I don't like this kid.
I'm trying to think.
Jake, is there a teacher you think maybe didn't like you?
That was fast. Jeez.
Why don't you think they liked
Was there
you?
more than one?
No, it was a history teacher,
Oh, okay.
and he liked all the sports people because he was a baseball coach.
Gotcha.
And he did not like me, and he would always like check our homework, but he would always like just like go over and glance to make sure you did it.
Yeah.
But every time he got to me, he would pick it up and thoroughly examine it to make sure that I did it. But everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, you're good, John. You know, Mark, you're good. Jake, let me see that." And he would like pick it up and like examine it. And he made me redo things several times. And
Are you saying the athletes got to do whatever they wanted?
No, they didn't get to do whatever they wanted, but
they certainly had it easier.
yeah, and so did the other kids. I don't know. He just had it out for me. He did not like me every day.
Well, that sucks.
Is he still there?
I think so. I don't know.
You want to give him a shout out? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I said Mr. Belts.
Oh, true.
I don't know where he's at now.
I don't know where he's at, but it was Mr. Gamble.
Yeah. So how about this? Yesterday, I was falsely accused of a crime.
Okay, but to be fair, like I actually almost believed it for a second. I was like, and if that's the case, I was a little like impressed by you. Because I'm like,
Fair enough.
how would this ever even happen?
I
You have globally affected the plumbing of the world. Like,
I mean, here's the short of it, folks. I went home yesterday and I decided to take a poo. Like you do. Nothing felt different. It didn't feel any more impressive than any other bowel movement that I've
it
had
was
over
just
the
a
years.
normal
It was
day.
Normal poo to me, actually good consistency. It looks
Doing
healthy.
Your post-work poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I flushed said poo and went about my day. Didn't think anything of it.
Until
Later on, I went to the sink and we had no water pressure. So I go, and we have no water in the house. And I go, Jamie, because she's the man of the house that fixes things. I go, Jamie, there's no water coming out of the sink. I hear, what? Like there's no water coming out of the sink.
right, which is the problem.
And she begins to tell me that one of my poos is turtle heading.
Ew.
It must not have went all the way.
It clogged the toilet. Clogged.
What she believes that it didn't go all the way, and that maybe it clogged it. And we're looking, and I grabbed the plunger. I did some plunging. Little guy didn't want to come out. I mean, it was like Groundhog Day. He didn't want to come out and see a shadow. But I could see him only from an angle. Kind of had to stand and do it to see him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just barely. Kind of like if you were in an aquarium and the eel is in the, you know what I mean?
I got it.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Jake, you got the visual?
I got it.
All right. So we go around, we're looking around the house. There is no water in the entire house. And now I'm being accused by my fiance, who I love, that I have clogged the toilet so terribly that all water to our house has been stopped. Because she Googled it, and it did say a clogged toilet, although not every time, could shut down all water in your house.
Okay. When I first saw your status, I was like, can you even do that? No. He's being he's exaggerating. That can't happen. And then, you kind of have this moment of can you?
It's not necessarily common, but it can happen.
Okay.
So now I'm sitting out there, playing with my son, realizing, has my poo stopped all water in my house?
Jimmy won't get his bath tonight.
Can no one shower? No one can shower. No one can get a drink of water. No one can we can't make a bottle. You know what I mean? For the boy, all because of my poo. So I'm sitting there. There's a little bit of guilt and shame. Not too much. It's funny, but a little bit of guilt and shame. I'm sitting here going, and I'm like, you want me to call a plumber? She's like, no, I'll figure it out. And I'm sitting here thinking, what? If there's a real problem, we need a plumber out here.
Yeah.
We can't go days without water.
No.
Regardless of whether my poo has caused this problem. We need to get this fixed. And later in the day you go, the chance of a plumber coming out to your house is not very good.
No, yeah. Or if they do, it's going to be real expensive.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I don't run this show. I'm Robin, you're Batman. If that's what you want to do, fine. So I'm sitting out there, and I'm like, man, this really sucks. She's laughing. She thinks it's funny. And then I'll be damned if she doesn't get a text that the apartment complex next to our condos had a water main break, and water had to be shut off for a second. As a matter of fact, we have a boil alert for the next 3 days.
Well, that sucks too.
So my poo did not shut down the water in the whole house.
Just tell me you went and got like bottled water for Jimmy's bottles. And,
We had to.
Yeah.
I had to go to Meijer. I had to go and get a couple cases of bottled water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not me. It was not my poo. Now, should my poo have gone all the way down? Probably. Did she end up being the one to plunge it enough to where it went down? She was, not me.
The fact that your mind went to, I just shut down water service.
Q92.
Scattered rain, maybe a rumble of thunder, mainly during the morning and early afternoon on Tuesday. Otherwise cloudy, windy, and warm, 64 degrees for the high. Overnight, more scattered showers and storms, some with gusty winds and hail. Our low, 58. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Q92 later on this hour. Like I said, tickets to see Norah Jones. We're going to hit the queue to call later on. Be caller number 10. You'll be going to see that show Thursday, July 11th at Blossom Music Center. Fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Other Michigan fan checking in. Good morning from Pharmacy Tech Guy. White Van Guy checking in. Good morning. All the listeners hanging out today. I love it. It's supposed to be sunny and 70 and sunny on Sunday. I can't wait. Someone said, did you hold hands, Lauren, with your lovebird as you walked yesterday?
No, because I had the dog.
Fair enough.
It's too hard because he has to sniff like every mailbox, every fire hydrant. So he gets a little like tug, like, let's go.
Yeah, Furious doesn't know what it's like to just walk straight forward.
No, it doesn't happen. So
Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag.
it's too hard to hold hands when you have him.
Yes. And somehow every walk I take Furious on, the dog poops twice. He could just have pooped before we left.
Oh, really?
He'll take 2 dumps every walk.
Interesting.
I got to bring 2 little bags with
He
me.
doesn't really. He waits till we get home. I think he's like me. He likes to go to the bathroom at his own house. So he waits till we get our yard and then he goes.
Furious like me. He's like, I got to go, man. I don't care. I don't care who's
I mean, I'd let him. I always take the doggy bags.
You know, anytime I used to, especially when I lived in Alliance, when I had to take him to like Silver Park for a walk, I knew I had to bring 2 bags. Couldn't bring just 1 bag. I had to bring 2. Because for some reason, he was going to poop twice on the walk. And always at the most inopportune time,
Right.
inopportune place, most people around. Like, dang nabbit. And that's what I would say. Dang nabbit. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully you guys got out and did a little, get some vitamin D. Yes, I'm telling you, man, don't tell me that sunshine and getting some fresh air is not good for your soul, physical and mental. I don't care. Just getting out, seeing sunlight, and trees are budding.
I know.
It's nuts out there.
Which
right
I worry about a little bit. If you get a hard
That's
frost.
what I'm saying. Is it just going to kill them? I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Will they just die?
It depends on if we get a really hard frost.
They got to start over, or
And I think it also depends on where they're at, like in the budding stage. Does that make sense?
yes. I mean, I'm not a botanist, so I don't really know, but good word there, botanist.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that from The Martian, the movie with Matt Damon where he was left on Mars.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Thank God he was a botanist, so he knew how to like cultivate and grow food for himself. Well, potatoes. He grew potatoes.
So we could have mashed potatoes and vodka.
He actually had some Vicodin up there with him in Mars.
Oh, good for him.
Well, he had all the space food, but
Way
that
to
obviously
pack.
ran out. They left him on Mars. So he had to figure out, he took the poop of all the astronauts and used it as fertilizer to like, he said, like build a little mini greenhouse. And that's how he ended up.
On Mars?
Yeah. In their space. They had like a base that they built. Good movie. Really good
Interesting.
movie. Awesome movie. I really liked it. And I give him a lot of credit because A lot of his acting was done like just him. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I mean, they left him on. I can't imagine leaving an astronaut on Mars. That would be a terrible feeling if you're the other astronaut. It's not like I forgot my cell phone. Like I left Carl. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that would be
Oh my God.
devastating.
Not like you can just turn the car around and go back and pick him up.
No.
Yeah, if you've never seen Mars, not a bad watch. I actually found it to be very entertaining. And I do believe, for the most part, scientifically pretty correct. I go to Neil deGrasse Tyson. If he bashes the movie scientifically, then I know that it's bad.
Yeah.
I believe he thinks the most, correct me if I'm wrong, the best one, scientifically accurate, I believe he thinks is Interstellar.
That's my son's favorite movie.
And Armageddon offends him.
Well, as it should.
Yeah, Armageddon absolutely pisses him off.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I guess nothing. In that movie.
I've heard that before.
Nothing. Now, to their defense, it's a movie.
Yeah.
But as far as being scientifically correct, apparently not much in the movie Armageddon, where they took oil rig guys, made them astronauts in a week, sent them.
Yeah.
All right. It's what it is. I want to talk about jobs for a second. I saw an article on one of our websites today about a survey they did with American employees. And it said basic stuff, nothing new. 55% of the people polled prefer having gratitude in the workplace. 52% prefer raises, while 28% prefer promotions. Well, I would like to think those go hand in hand.
Yes, but
unfortunately,
sometimes you hit a ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes promotions don't come with raises. They're just promotions, and they're not really promotions. They're just you doing the job of more people without any increase in pay.
Correct.
So there's that also. Let me see. Among the forms of appreciation these people surveyed would like, 15% like receiving Employee of the Month awards. That wouldn't interest me. 10% like be given a handshake. 9% like earning a team-based award. Would that be the pizza party? Or being given a shout-out via messaging apps. 5% through email. But they would just like some sort of gratitude. 61% wish they were recognized more for the work they do at their job. That's pretty high. As a matter of fact, out of the people they surveyed, the Americans, 69% of them feel unappreciated to the point they would consider leaving their job in the next 3 months unless their bosses didn't make changes to make them feel more appreciated.
I agree with all of that. I think that something that employers often overlook is that a simple thank you goes a very long
Said that
way.
for 10 years on this radio station.
If you can create a culture of loyalty just because you treat your employees with respect, like you have it made. Like that's ultimately where we want to be, right? Like you want to feel appreciated. You want to feel like you're wanted and like you're doing a good job, right? I think that's human nature, isn't it?
Yeah. When you do well, you do something and you accomplish something and there's no thank you, no nothing, just whatever.
You're just kind of like, well, then why did I just do that? Like nobody cared. Why am I putting myself out there when nobody notices that I do?
If there's no incentive pay wise, and maybe you're in a situation where you can't.
Which
you can't make, if you can't then be self-aware to be like, I got to make sure this is a good working environment. I got to make sure these people feel appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it is as simple as a thank you. I appreciate you, man. You killed it on this. You did a great job here. People don't know. You'll go. But it's like talking to a wall. Because that some people, they don't ever want to pat you on the back. They just want to kick you in the ass.
Yeah.
They don't care about the pat on the back. And they think like you don't deserve it. They think like, what's the point?
See, that's just where like if you can build your little community in your village, they'll work for you. Because they want to.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? You just can't be like, well, you guys are adults, figure it out. Even as adults, it's human nature to want to feel like you're contributing and in a positive way and that it's appreciated.
When you bust your ass and there's no reward at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, not even a verbal thank you. I'm talking about as simple as that.
I have worked with people in the past that have been like, your thank you is your paycheck. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I could also go somewhere else where they're going to say thank you and they're going to pay me because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. No, I sometimes listen I have no choice. I listen to some of Jamie's video calls on her job.
Oh, yeah.
And not grant you, her job can be stressful.
Listen, corporate culture, too, can be too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't even feel genuine.
No, but you're right. But I've heard calls where they sit around and their leader or whoever, their boss, literally goes, I just wants to know what everyone did in the weekend. And they just have a conversation what they did. And I know some people might think that's stupid or some
No,
people
my
might think
husband's
that's
boss
cheesy.
does it too.
But he's like, but they're genuinely talking about it.
Yeah.
Not just like, I went here. Oh, whatever. Tom.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you went there? How was that? Or I've been there. I don't know. Like, at least pretend to give a damn.
Crap. Right.
You know what I mean? And then, I don't know. When asked what it would take for these people to go to a different company, 64% of these people said they would jump ship for as little as a 10% pay increase, and 47% would leave for a different company for just a 5% pay increase. That doesn't take much.
No, I'm not a job jumper, though. I know a lot of people are.
Some people are. But a lot of places that, I don't know, like, it's just some employers just don't get it.
No.
They don't get it. And they don't care to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you say, and we as employees, we go, well, you know what? I'm going to quit. And you're going to miss me. And I hate to say it, and I include myself in this. No, they won't. They'll just replace you and probably pay someone less than what they're paying you.
I don't know, though, because sometimes hindsight's 20/20. I think sometimes, like, even where I worked before here, it was like they would let people go just because they had to. I mean, it was a layoff situation.
That was my last radio job.
Who they selected, like, I would be like, this is not a good idea. I think there's maybe somebody else that, and they would let them. And then it was kind of like, oh, because hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. Yeah. So that the poll of American workers, apparently a lot of them feel they're not being treated very well. And a lot of them will have no problem leaving if something comes up.
Yeah.
And they're not receiving, it sounds like they would like to refer a raise, but they're not getting them. When's the last time you guys got a raise at your job? That's a good question. Your job right now, you guys listening, last time you got a raise, how long ago was it?
Or is your company regular? Like, my husband's company does evaluations every year, like clockwork. And they give like cost of living increases.
Some people do that. Or 3% like every year.
Based off of your performance, they'll factor that into the cost of living. You know what I mean? And that's what determines how much you get.
Yep. Almost 2 years ago, I worked for a small-time company. All right, so 2 years ago is when you last got your raise. Last time you got a raise at the job you're at right now. I want to know. I want to see how often we're getting pay raises around here. 330-450-9292. You can also text 330-269-9292. We'll start reading your text. Feel free to call us up as well at 330-450-9292. It's Kevin Rudolph. Let it rock on Q. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield. Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
You know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
This is Olga. No,
it increases your audience selection.
Yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like 2 promotions, maybe one more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either, so you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. it's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where it's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding them, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
wow.
All right.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cleveland Guardians beat the San Diego Padres yesterday in spring training action by a score of 7-4. The Guardians are now 2-1 in spring training play. Next up, they will play the Athletics today, 3:05 is first pitch. And tonight in the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers are back in action as they host the Dallas Mavericks at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. 7 p.m. is tip-off. The Cavs are 37-19 on the season. That's a quick look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. The early 40s are when typical Americans start noticing telltale signs of aging, including gray hair and joints that begin cracking. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Thank God. I don't have gray hairs yet.
None at all.
No.
Really? That's interesting.
And I mean, like, I need to get I would see it still in my roots. Like, I'm due for my hair to get done in the next week, but I would see it and I don't. But here's the thing, too. My mom was in her early 60s before she started getting some gray hairs. So I'm hoping I take after her in that regard.
Yeah. I know girls that start getting gray. I wouldn't say Music Center. When you hear that cue to call me, caller number 10, gonna hook you up. See Nora on July 11th over at Blossom. Love it. Asking you guys, last time you got a raise, how long ago was it? Let's see what you guys have to say here. In the text line. I work for local law enforcement department, and that's one thing that all the officers talk about is the lack of appreciation with our administration. We'll get to you.
See, that would suck because I feel like, too, we as a public, like, we don't show our appreciation enough either. You know what I mean? So then it's kind of like a double whammy for them. They're not being appreciated in their own department or by the community. It's like, and yet they're putting their lives on the line for us.
Yep. I do think appreciation is important, but I don't know about no employee of the month. That is stupid. I'd rather have money.
Well, that's what we were talking about off air. Before, our employee of the month, like where I worked at before, did come with money. So would that change your tune a little? Because
money would, yes.
It did for me.
Yes. Like I said, if it was just a picture in the break room,
right?
I don't think people would be like, oh, my God, I've done it.
Although, Christian, I'm pretty sure your picture would be like
Never.
January, February, March, April. It would all be the Bigglesworth.
Only if I posted it. So no one here would. In fact, if it was up there, people would probably yell to get it taken down. It was a $5 raise, someone said 2 years ago. All right. Listen, a raise. Listen.
$5 an hour. That's, over the course of a year.
It's not nothing.
Right.
It's not nothing. Not everybody can give, like, you know what I mean? Here's 30 more grand a year. I wish. I got a $3 raise in January. I'm a nurse. Started with the company last June.
See, $3.
In half a year?
That's awesome.
Basically, that's not bad. Yearly minimum 3% for inflation, but could be more if a good performance review. Huh.
Nice.
Got a raise in September of 2023. Sounds like okay. Sounds like some of us doing all right now.
Mm-hmm.
Very lucky to have gotten a raise almost every year for the past 20 years. Where the hell do you work?
Yeah, right.
I've been at my job 3 years. We get raises the beginning of the year and bonuses as well. Very happy at my job. It's been 3 flipping years since I got a raise. There you go. I get a raise the first of every year. Occasionally, they do market evaluations for our jobs, and we usually get a second then. Wow. Raise in November. Been at my job 2.5 years and received 4 raises of at least $1 each time. Also get nice quarterly bonuses.
That is nice.
Yeah. Every year for my current and previous employer, I got a raise. Hey. 2022, I got a $3 raise and a promotion. 2023, I got a 64-cent raise for cost of living. They couldn't give me more than because of my $3 raise 5 months before.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that does. September, and it was our annual cost of living raise incentive, and I got 1.5%. I'm a nurse. It sucks. Well, yeah. 1.5 years since my last raise at my job. Text message, what's a raise? Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Get it.
Got $3 after my 90 days just started 90 days ago. All right. I'm in the therapy world. We just got a raise last year. It took 7 years and was only 1% crying, laughing emoji.
Well, that sucks.
7 years, you get 1%, huh?
I know.
That's
certainly things have gone up.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say at least cost of living. 3% seems like that's more than fair.
Yeah.
Barely 1% every 7 years. How about that? Oh, man. Curious what their tap out is on what you make.
I get that. It's different for every position.
Yeah.
Like you're going to reach a ceiling. However, I like the person that said that their company does market evaluations because then you realize that eventually those salaries go up just based off of the way the world is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Inflation, cost of living, location, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So eventually even if you quote unquote tap out at your salary max, you should still be getting some sort of a cost of living bump. It might not be a huge salary increase.
Something.
Yeah.
Last time you got a raise, 330-450-9292. The phone number, the text line, 330-269-9292. Keep them coming. Again, Norah Jones tickets coming up. Rage Room at 8. Taylor Swift, Auntie here on Q. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at, and I mean I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe, and I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, you're like, oh, okay. my brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room,
right?
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but you can get hit hard.
Yeah,
of
course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh God!
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. And I look over and he's crying. Someone hits him and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh my gosh.
Stop hitting me. And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing.
Not telling him that's the
No,
point.
I don't know how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and observe it before he got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't
right.
He was pissed crying. You know when you're so mad all you can do is cry?
Yeah, but did they pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just still remember looking over at my dad.
That's
and my dad's
hilarious.
clapping his hand, laughing. We're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up, I don't think, ever to him. I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's okay. That's okay. Q92 text. I have not received a raise since I got a promotion in August 2020, but since then I have gotten my employees a total of $4 in raises. There you go. My husband quit his job after not getting a raise in 3 years. When he confronted his boss, asked why he never got one, his response was, "You never asked." Lesson learned. A good boss would recognize your worth, but it's also up to you to know your value. Sage advice right there.
Yep.
Woo! Look at you coming in hot. All right, let's give some tickets away. Norah Jones is coming to Blossom Music Center Thursday, July 11th, and we are giving away tickets right now. Caller number 10 at 330-450-9292. You're going to see Norah Jones at Blossom. Caller 10, good luck. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
It's awesome.
I will say, it is a little serendipitous, when you wake up to go pee, and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic test.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself know.
Created that for themselves.
You've still got hours of sleep. That might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55. so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh
He
my
actually
God.
gets himself out of bed and eats and then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right now.
Yes, it is.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
I'm a 27-year-old teacher. My alarms go off starting at 5:45. They're preset every 10 minutes until 6:50.
That's over an hour. That's an hour and 5 minutes.
That is an hour and 5 minutes. You could have been sleeping.
You didn't finish your text. That's hilarious.
Every 10 minutes until 6:50 because I suck at waking up. 5:45 is ambitious me. 6:50 is homeless me. You guys are
She's funny.
literally wasting sleep. This is exactly how I do it. 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:35, 6:45, out of bed at 7, and I'm 54 years old. Guys, I understand that it might not make sense to a neurotypical brain. Is that a dig?
No.
Is that a smart way to call me
normal,
stupid?
that means normal thinker.
But if it makes sense to her and it helps her get up in the morning, even though it sounds stupid, it works for her.
Yeah. To each their own. I mean, obviously it works for a lot of people.
Look up neurotypical. What does that mean?
It's not a dig.
I think I was called stupid by a very smart person, which might be true.
I know what it means, and it wasn't.
I do the same thing, only 5 o'clock hour, but I also fall right back asleep as soon as I roll over and shut the alarm off.
Neurotypical. A term that describes people with typical or average brain development and function. I told you.
I'm pretty average. I do what you do with the really loud phone alarm, but it's my old phone, so I use another phone to wake up.
What?
Because it has the loudest alarm for me to wake up.
Okay, so they're going for noise. The volume.
This is so interesting. 38 here. I'm like not daughter. I hate getting up and will sleep through an alarm. My first alarm is 6:30. It's heavy metal to make sure it wakes me up when I hit the snooze because I can't actually wake up to that ruckus. The next alarm is 6:45, which means definitely get out of bed. Then I have one at 7 that's telling me my kids while it plays, they have 10 minutes to get out the door. So you got 3 different alarms. My boyfriend has 8 alarms set. They go off so long that the next one starts going off before he even turns. Q92, hello, who's this?
This is Marty.
Marty, where are we calling from this morning?
heading to Canton to go to work.
All right. Congratulations. You're caller 10. You are our winner.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Marty. You're headed to see Nora Jones at Blossom on Thursday, July 11th. Just tell everybody your favorite station, making you a winner.
It's always Q92. Thank you.
You're welcome. Going to see Nora Jones. Does it get any better than that?
No.
I don't think it does. Now, coming up in the next hour, the Q92 Rage Room is going to open up. And if you're new to the show, it's very simple. Every Tuesday from 8 to 9, we open up our phone line. We open up the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and X. By the way, the show is live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. You can watch it every day, in case you didn't know that. And we just kind of get things off our chest. We go around the room here in the studio. If we have anything that's giving us rage, we talk about it. Then you guys vent. Could be anything. Could be someone with traffic. Could be someone at your job. Could be something, a car issue. You name it. Anything that is getting your goat lately. Anything that's been ticking you off. Anything that's been really like annoying you. You text it in. You call it in. You get it off your chest. You feel better. It's almost like therapy, if you will.
A bit.
It's like a little. It's a rage room. That's why we call it the Rage Room. So we have that coming up for you in the 8 o'clock hour. I'm at the point now where with my son, I can't take my eyes off him anymore.
Well, because he's a mover and a shaker.
The speed of a baby is underestimated.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he was between Jamie and myself. I was in the kitchen cleaning up the kitchen. Right? She put him down. Not a big deal. I heard him. It's fine. And as I put a couple plates away, I realized I don't hear him no more.
Yeah.
I peek out. Don't see him no more. Where is my son of 10 months old who's just crawling? He's already going up the second flight of steps upstairs with no one behind him in case he falls. No one. Already up and I hear him giggling.
Because he knows. He's not
like,
stupid.
Bro, if you fall, he already went up the first, made the turn, was going up the second.
I'm glad you have steps like that, though.
Yeah, there's no long. But
right.
Still, if you fall down the stairs, no, it's tile.
Ew.
You know what else? I'll save it for the Rage Room because something along those lines I suggested, and I was scoffed at. Scoffed, I tell you, by both Not Daughter and Jamie. Blown off as if like, wouldn't really matter. Oh, really? Oh, really, I said. So I'll save that for 8. But yeah, the kid was up. He was already up and made the turn.
This is the only thing I'll tell you, and I'm not
telling
you.
And he has fallen backwards when I'm behind him.
Does he have like a walker? Like around that, like how?
No, he wants to stand all the time. You have to hold him. Well, but he's at a point now where that's how he wants to be.
Gotcha.
He doesn't even like being.
Well, I'm just saying in the walker that way he's standing up. He can go explore wherever he wants to go.
Yeah.
So I only say that just because a friend of ours, actually, their child, one of their younger children, moved the gate to carry one of their toys down to their playroom. That little kid went over to the stairwell so fast. The dad had to grab the baby out of the walker by his arm. Nursemaid's elbow. Gave him nursemaid's elbow.
What's that?
It's like it pops out of joint. Like, yeah, pops their
arm. I've grabbed the leg multiple times as he's going off the bed.
Oh, yeah. As like a save.
Hold on.
Yeah. He
Get
had
over
to,
here.
After they popped it back in at the ER, they had to, like, keep his arm in his onesie to hold it close to him for a couple of days to, like, let it heal.
He has a really cool want to explore and go. And I love it, and it's awesome to see. But he has no regard for his safety.
Well, they don't know.
None.
There's nothing that's happened yet to make them learn.
I'm going to climb right off this bed.
Right.
Oh, it ends? Doesn't matter. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go up these stairs, then turn around real quick. Oh, I'm falling? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's to the point now where like you got to like he leaves the room and you can only give it like a couple seconds and you got to get up and you got to go out of the room and see where he's going.
This is the one thing you've got to know. You take care of all the major things. You can't prevent everything from happening. I had my daughter.
You're 100% right.
She busted her teeth through her bottom lip.
Yep.
Because she decided to jump on the bed.
No, you're right. You're insane to think your child's never going to fall.
You're never going to be able to keep him safe.
No, you're not going to be able to
100%.
stop everything. And right now, when he cries, it's just because he's more scared than anything.
Yeah.
Because he probably hears us go, oh.
Oh, but that's how he learns.
That's what I do. I go, oh.
Yeah.
When I should probably just be quiet, but I see him and I'm like, oh. And he looks at me and he starts crying. I'm like, you're good. You're good. You're good. But the stairs scare the hell out of me.
As they should.
Because falling backwards, tile, not carpet,
right?
Tile. I get very helicoptery when he's there.
Oh, I'm a huge helicopter parent. Literally today, my daughter is 17 and tomorrow she turns 18 and I still am a helicopter parent.
Like to this day.
It never goes away.
To this day. All right, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, Rage Room. Start sending it in the text line. Start calling up. Put it in the comments section on Facebook, YouTube, or X. We're going to kick it off in the 8 o'clock hour. Thank you guys for having us on this Tuesday morning. I almost said weekend. I wish that was true.
Yeah,
the Black Keys, Akron Zone, Lauren.
I know.
Lonely Boy. It's Q92. And I'm sorry people are a-holes and run through an emergency scene. Good Lord.
Oh, maybe that is the problem.
Oh, someone says you're just a cold-hearted bee.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I doubt it,
We
but
played that this morning earlier.
yeah.
You know who sings that song?
No.
Jet. Sings Cold Heart Bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the group Jet.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense
Not
now.
to be confused with the group from the 80s, the Jets.
You've got it all.
Yeah. You just proved you're going through menopause knowing that song. You just confirmed it with that reference.
I love the Jets.
You're like Donnie and Marie Osmond, of course. Who's going through menopause?
Than you.
Who's going through menopause? Not me. Hey guys, remember Johnny Carson? All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with was no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy. King. But he... we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed, you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you, you've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew back. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is.
Could you hear the clack of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like, no! I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
it probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought, now he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Where you say hi to someone like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got an incredible set of legs. Jake, do you ever play golf?
One time in my whole life.
Enjoy it?
Like not mini golf, like golf.
Golf. Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't the best time. I would go again just to drive the golf cart around, but
Isn't that the best?
yeah.
How about darts? You play darts?
We used to it in the basement when we were kids, but I haven't played darts in a minute.
Okay. Did you play any sports in high school?
I ran cross country 8th grade in the freshman year, and then I quit.
Why'd you quit?
I just didn't like running, and I also didn't like the booty shorts and the
booty shorts.
18 people showering at the same time in camp. It was a very
Jake's like, I'm out.
What the hell camp
This
were
is
you
way
at?
Too much.
that's what
Jake,
happens
what
at cross
camp
country.
were you at?
That's what happens at the Jackson cross country camp. Ask anybody.
I don't want to. Wait.
Booty shorts and shower.
Booty
Community
shorts
shower.
and group showers?
That's why
I mean, we had that for football,
The only time I ever
but that
had,
was after we played a football game. Everybody was dirty, muddy. They didn't have like individual like showers.
Wait, you guys all went in one big shower room?
Yeah.
Naked?
No, in scuba gear. Yeah, yes, naked. It was a shower.
Do you have that weird kid that had wandering eyes?
No, I got kicked out. Text message. Sounds like fun, Jake. Wait a minute now. I apparently I'm in the same club as Jake, but wouldn't think cross country.
I know.
Well, it's like a competition. They want to see how many people can fit in the same shower together.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. Forecast for Mark Johnson coming up on Q92. You know what I love about our sister station, AM 1310 WDPN?
that it smacks. I mean, it's so
Man.
good.
You go to pee sometimes. You leave this studio. You have to walk by the WDPN studio to come back to our studio.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Rex in the morning.
Sexy
Clint.
Rexy.
Clint, our newsman, our buddy,
Absolutely.
does the news every day and calls high school football here on the station. But man, you'll come back from the bathroom and you'll hear an absolute banger coming out
I
of that
mean,
studio.
it could be Billy Joel. It could be Madonna. It could be Michael Bolton. I mean, I've heard come out of that. I've heard the Fievel song somewhere out there.
Whoa, somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Tremendous song.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
good.
a great song.
Yeah.
That was a sad movie at times.
Oh my gosh. Talk
American
about
Tail.
that might be the first time as a child that I knew what depression was.
Kid lost his family.
I know. And then you were worried about losing your
.806 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian Bigglesworth here with you. Lauren here with you. Jake here with you. And we hope you're having a good Tuesday. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. And we are glad to be with you here this morning. Now, it is the 8 o'clock hour on a Tuesday, so that can only mean it's Rage Room time. We are going to the Room of Rage. Where, like I said, for the next hour, you guys call us up, text us, comment on social media, Facebook, YouTube, or X if you're watching the show online, and let us know something that's been making you mad, ticking you off. We will start off with the text line here this morning. Hashtag Rage Room. When a random dog takes a huge dump in your yard. Well, hopefully it was by itself and not the owner. They didn't do anything.
I was going to say, because come on, people. Your dog, if you're going to walk with them and they go to the bathroom, you better have something to pick it up. It's just so rude.
I find that very, very classless, I would even say.
Like, I don't even mind. There's this lady in our neighborhood that her dog, first of all, I don't know how her dog hasn't had a heart attack. She walks it all of the time. Christian, it's this big. Like,
Dog.
yes. Like, it's poor little heart. Like, she walks it all the time. But she'll let it go halfway into people's yards. And, like, our front yard's not small. We live on a fairly big lot.
Yeah.
She a couple times didn't pick it up, and then every time I'd see her come in, I'd go stand out front.
I believe you. I believe you. I could see you doing that so easily.
Well, she picks it picks it up now. But I'm like, seriously, you're gonna walk halfway into our yard and take a dump, and our dog doesn't even poop in the front yard. So I knew 100% like that was theirs, not ours.
Our dog's pooping in our backyard, and we pick it up. Sometimes I get so mad at them, they'll go to like the neighbor's yard.
Yeah,
and I'm out there like,
get
over here,
right.
Furious, get over here. I'm like,
we need one. We got this little like it's a shock collar, but we don't use the shock function. It comes with a vibration and a beep too, like warnings 1, 2, and 3. So like first warnings beep, second warnings vibrate, third warning if you choose to do it is like a little.
right.
We never have to get there. He hates the tone. It's almost like at first he was like, what? Like,
no, we thought about that. It's not right. I mean, we go pick it up.
We just let him know, like when he's getting close to his boundary, like beep.
When I go out and pick up, with the scoop and everything like that, I got to go over to their yard, make sure.
Yeah, that you got it all.
Yeah.
Well,
and I would not blame them at all.
That's what you should do, though. You're doing the right thing.
If they were like, tell your dog. I'm like, I don't know. Sorry. He's an idiot. Text message, Rager of all the rooms, basic hospital doc says Grandpa's, going to die within hours. Move Grandpa to ICU, and the doc does more tests and planning to keep him alive.
Yeah, I get that because they're so quick to like write people off. And I get it.
Yeah.
Healthcare is not quite the same that it used to be. I don't think it's as bad as some people say it is. And in this situation, if that's what happened, that's awful.
Rage Room. Let me check the clock here. Sign my kids up for T-ball. Volunteered to help with concession stands. Somehow, all caps, got voted to be head coach instead. I have a hard enough time wrangling my 3 hellions. Now I'm in charge of an additional 10 kids? Yes. Yeah.
Let me just tell you, though. I mean,
my brother gets coaxed into coaching all the time.
My husband did it all the time when my son was younger. He loved it, though. Like, at first, he did it just because there was a need. Like, they really needed guys to coach, dads to coach. Then he got really into it. And now, like, we'll go out and people will be like, hey, there's Coach Tony. Hi.
My brother's coaching his son's baseball team or something, baseball team or flag football. Again, it's funny because I'm like, what the hell do you know about baseball? You didn't play baseball growing up. Not once.
Well,
you coaching.
What age?
I don't know. 9, 10, whatever the hell Lucas is.
I think you can get away with it for a while.
I was like, what do you know? And I know it comes off like I sound like a D, and I'm sure I do. And I guess on some level that's my intention because I'm like, what? You don't.
They need somebody. He's filling the role. I think that's commendable.
We grew up playing football and basketball. We both did not play baseball.
Listen, you can Google stuff on how to help them, work out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You're right. But I'm still like,
At least
I just look at him like, look at Joe Torre over here.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, you master strategist.
You should start calling him Francona or something.
Oh, look at Tito over here, coaching the Little League. Oh, man. One more before the break. Husband has been sent home without pay the last 3 weeks because they're doing maintenance. They don't even call out. They wait until they get there at 6 a.m. to tell them to go home. Raise room.
We were just talking about employers the last hour, but that is crappy because not only are they not getting paid, they're burning up their gas to get there to find out they're not going to get paid.
I've always said this too real quick because I don't want to get us too late. I've always said I have never had, and I said this, I think the whole 11 years I've been here. I don't see there's anything wrong with firing someone over the phone. I don't want to. Why do you want to? You want me to come in to tell me I'm fired? I don't need you to tell me to my face. Save me the gas.
What if you don't believe you should be fired?
Okay, then I'll come in and argue. But give me the option and not waste my gas. Come in and do the walk of shame.
See, to me, I don't have a problem with doing it in person. What I have a problem with, and my old employer was notorious for, is if you were going to get let go or laid off, they do it like towards the end of the day on a Friday.
Well, yeah, you let me work. Office Space?
Yes, you let me work all week.
Yeah.
And then you all day on the day that was like my doomsday, and I didn't even know it. See what I'm saying? I think that is absolutely god-awful horrendous.
But if you truly gave me a choice and I'm getting fired, doesn't matter. I'm getting fired. Why have me drive in, go to your office for some uncomfortable conversation, gather my things, walk around the building, everyone go, oh my God, you're fired, what? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why go through all that when you can just text like, bro, you're fired.
Yeah.
When you want to come get your stuff, let me know. I'll have it ready for you. And go back to bed. Now, is my day ruined? Sure. Do I have to get on, careerbuilder.com? Sure. But you know what I didn't do? Waste my gas, have a weird conversation, and have everyone's pity conversations as I try to walk out the door.
Can I tell you, I had to let people go out of my department where I worked previously. I cried. I had such a hard time letting them go, and then knowing that I was doing it at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I had to call security because security would have to actually supervise them cleaning out their desk and then escort them out of the building. It was
I'm sorry.
worst.
I do not need the respect of being called into your office. If anything, give me the respect to call me at home so I can go back to bed.
This is like you and breakups. If you're breaking up with me professionally or romantically,
Yeah,
just call Christian.
Yeah, just seriously, like, I don't know. Am I on an island? I guess I am. Jake, what would you prefer?
For being fired, definitely a call or a text. I don't want to get that speech in person.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Well, I need.
We're
to see,
going to let you go, Jake.
But you know I'm argumentative.
Thanks.
I would be like, you need to tell me why.
See, not me. I'd be like, all right.
I need to know why. I need to know what I did wrong that brought me here.
Can't you get that information over the phone?
No,
Yeah.
because they could easily be like, I'm not getting into that right now. Click.
Well, they can say that in person.
I understand that, but they would have to physically remove me from the office.
Yeah, they call police and have you escorted out.
Sure, but if I'm not doing anything wrong, what are police going to do?
They can make you leave.
Okay.
But what
So I
point
made
did
my
you prove?
stand
But what point did you make?
that
That I'm
said,
mad I
"Let me
got
go,"
fired?
That I'm going to make you feel as awkward as you just made me feel.
I would just call the cops to go to my office and chill. What am I going to stand there with you and wait? If you were like, I'm waiting till the cops get here, I'm like, all right.
Well, my point
See you later.
is if you can't give me a valid reason for letting me go,
You could sue them. Then you have it. You can go to litigation. But me, let me go back to bed. For God's sake. Jack Harlow, loving on me. It's Q92. It's just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I say Ric Flair, woo! Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know
There
Ric
go.
Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like,
He has his own wings now, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. They pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings? Wings!
oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without. I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings. Wings.
So, like, how do you order that?
Oh God! I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh, boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like it's him on the box. It says Woo across
Well,
the
do
box.
it all
and then
together now.
wings.
So you would be like, woo, wings.
Woo Wings.
There you go.
Oh my God. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed.
Seen somebody pulled over in a construction zone? That would be so awesome.
No, that'd be funny if I did. I just cold flashes. Someone said in the text line, you have a cold flash.
It's not a flash. It's like consistent the whole time I'm here. But I go home and put my slippers on and I'm fine. Like, it's just here that I'm cold. I was hot as all get out in my car this morning. I had my butt warmers on. I had to crack my window.
Gosh.
I'm just saying, I don't think I have the issue. It is literally 65 degrees in here. It's chilly.
It is a little bit, but I think it's going to be all right. I think you're going to make it.
I think so too.
I do.
coupled with the fact that we get up early. When you're tired, you are more apt to be chilly.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Someone said
Throw a tangerine
maybe
at you.
you're anemic. Someone said in the text line. I thought that about her.
No.
Sometimes I look at her across the room, I go, you're anemic.
I am not anemic.
Iron deficiency,
I am
someone
not
says.
anemic. I've been tested.
I love it.
It is
What else does she have?
65 degrees in here, friends.
What else does she have? So far we have menopause, iron deficiency, and anemic. What else is she?
And I'm not in menopause. I'm far too young.
Too young?
Okay. But I am young. I would be on the very young side of it.
I'm at the age now. Next year I gotta get.
You're gonna go through menopause?
No, I gotta get my booty checked.
Oh!
Time to go. Ooh.
Someone's gonna get the snake out.
Like, all this technology, is that really the only way to determine?
Yeah, they gotta go have a little look-see.
I know. I just like that. Really? We have all these space filters and all these cool things you can do in life, technology, and the only way, you know what I mean, is little Jack Horner in the corner.
That's what Jack Horner was doing in the corner.
Well, until the cops arrive.
I thought he stuck his thumb in a plum.
My plum.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Scattered rain, maybe a rumble of thunder, mainly during the morning and early afternoon on Tuesday. Otherwise cloudy, windy, and warm, 64 degrees for the high. Overnight, more scattered showers and storms, some with gusty winds and hail. Our low, 58. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Good morning.
You're listening to Christian and Lauren in the morning on Q92.
8:23 right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. 7 minutes away from a look at sports, the 8 o'clock hour on your Tuesday morning. Of course, it is Tuesday, the 8 o'clock hour. That means we are hanging out in the Q92 Rage Room. Let me see. We were talking about getting fired a couple minutes ago. People had some text about that. When you have but first, when you have quests at your house and they must think you're made of money and they leave the lights on and crank the heat. Oh, guests.
Yeah.
Guests, not quests. Guests. Yeah, that's not good. We're not allowed to have the heat on at our house. Jamie wants a freezer every day.
Oh.
Like, oh, it's 2 degrees outside. Let's set it at 66. Sweet.
You sleep better.
Sweet.
Actually, there's scientific support.
You sleep better in the cold?
Yeah.
Text, I thought if you went in, they had to pay you for 4 hours. I don't know.
I don't know. They should have to, since you...
Ohio is an at-will employment state, so they do not have to give you a reason they're firing. Someone says on the text line.
I'd still demand it. You'd have to remove me.
You'd stand, but they would.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if I would do that or
I think
not.
you would.
You think I would?
Yeah.
You know I'm a fighter. I'm argumentative.
Yeah. Sometimes when there's no reason to. Or like there's no end game. Like what would be the end game? You just standing in the lobby.
You don't know if there's a reason.
But I'm saying, what would be the end game of just standing in the lobby going, I'm not leaving?
Until you tell me why. You tell me why, I'm gone. I feel like you owe me at least that, especially if I've worked at an employer for several years. You owe me an explanation of some kind.
They usually give you some type of BS.
I mean, if you give me the BS,
they'll
then
come up
I'll
with
walk.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Text message, when someone higher up in quotes in management makes a change to policy or procedure that makes everything more complicated, makes absolutely no sense, but no one can answer why other than that was the direction given. Rage room. Yeah, changes at work out of nowhere can be weird.
You know what gets me is when someone makes a change to a policy, and I'm not even talking about here, but just in general, someone will make a change to a policy, but it'll be the person that doesn't actually do the task that makes the change.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you doing? You don't know anything about what you just did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people do it all the time. They're like, do you even know what we do here?
Right.
No. We had a business manager at my old radio job in Youngstown try to put a dress code in.
There wasn't one previously? Like you could wear whatever you wanted?
The radio station.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know this was
He
at the
wanted
Golf
like
Dome
all the
or-
on-air people were supposed to wear like polo shirts and khakis.
What are you, NPR?
That's what we all were like, what? Like he was like, he wanted everyone to wear polo shirts, khakis, no hats in the building, no hoodies. And all of us at all the stations, it was a cluster. There was like five,
Right.
there still is like 5-6 stations there. We were all like, what is this guy on? Like, what's the purpose?
Right.
It was like, well, when people come in here, when clients come in here, like, oh, yeah, the revolving door of all the clients that walk through our doors every day.
Right.
Oh, wait, that doesn't happen.
No.
It didn't work.
I can't imagine.
He ended
that
up
it
backing
would.
off, but he tried. He wanted everybody in the building wearing khakis and polo shirts.
I have an appreciation for looking nice, but I feel like everybody here, when we have to, we do.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like if everybody's aware, like you go to a Facebook Live, you step up your game, you put on a corporate shirt.
I think it's totally fine. And they would do our radio station, like, hey, tomorrow corporate's going to be in town. Everybody step it up, dress a little better, be here on time. Corporate's in town.
Yeah, I think that's entirely appropriate.
Totally fine.
Yep.
Totally fine. So it said, yeah, you remember the station. It's not real. It's not around anymore. Yeah, Rock 104. Yes, sir. That is where I was. Yes, always clueless people deciding how to do a job when they couldn't do it if they had to, someone said.
It's true.
On the text line for a rage room. I have 2 rages.
Oh, boy.
I'll get to them after this because I'm looking at the time.
Oh, yeah, we'll be late.
Yep, I'm not going to do it. Not today, I'm not. Thanks, Jake. Always gives us that sign.
He just throws signs left and right, man.
It's Chameleon Air riding. It's Q92. Very good. Lauren, did you have a good day?
Yeah, I did. Our internet came back. Woo!
There you go.
So happy.
Finally, get back on
And
Pornhub.
You're an idiot. And we got a $40 bill credit. So I guess glass half full.
There you go. I had a normal day. What do we do? I went home, had to watch the kid. And then after she got off work, we had to go return. She won a microwave on Mac Bid, and it did not work.
Oh.
Had to take it back. They're very good. If you return, they'll credit you the money right back, instantly.
That's awesome.
They're very good at that.
Yeah.
The more and more I watch her in this, I'm a little impressed with how this place runs. Because, yes, there is an absolute chance you can get something that doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's a reason it was returned.
Right.
And so we brought it back, and there was let's talk about no hassle. I'm like, all right, scanned it. All right, the money's credited to your account. Like,
that's
you don't
nice.
need my card or anything. She's like, nope, your card's linked to the account. You're good. Check. There it is. Boom.
Nice.
They weren't like, what do you mean it doesn't work?
Right.
We're just like, okay.
I don't think people do that too much anymore, but it used to be a real pain to take things back. Like, I would almost hold on to broken things because I just avoided it, you know?
Oh, terrible. But yeah, so I was very impressed with it. And she keeps winning things. She keeps winning auctions. Now she's obsessed with getting us a new microwave on Mac. I said, "What? Hey, listen, we're out. We're going to go drop this off. We're out. Why don't we just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and we'll get one?"
Yeah.
No. She's like, no, why? I'm not paying $100 for a microwave.
Why would you do that if you knew you could get it cheaper?
Well, look what happened. We got one that worked. And there's another one that was there that she's bidding on, and we took it out of the box and plugged it in to see if it worked. It does. So now she's bidding on that one actively.
There you go.
You'll have to do that too, as long as you take the box back up and put it back together.
Oh.
You can plug something in and see. The only thing I don't, like I said, we talked about this when I'm in there, is some people have lawnmowers or weed cutters, and they're still dirty from being used. And I feel like that makes me not want to. I would not want to buy that at all. At least clean it up.
You would think.
Wipe it off.
I mean, I've always been a big, so when you have a garage sale, it bothers me when you put dirty things out. I'm a big, if we're going to have a garage sale, I bust out all the cleaning stuff, and I'm like, everything's going to be dusted. My mirrors are going to be clean. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I feel like the product will sell better, too, if it's clean.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you at all.
Really bad.
That Fergie song was really good, by the way. I mean, not like one of the goats of all time, but she had a good run.
She did. I miss her.
She had a really good run.
Yeah.
Everything turned for her when she was doing those cartwheels on the Today Show while singing. She was going, ah, ah, ah. Remember that?
No.
Ever seen that video?
No.
She was doing a performance on the Today Show. I forget what song she was singing, and she was doing cartwheels. And as she was doing it, she was singing. But it was like,
because she was doing cartwheels.
And every time I see the video, I'm just like, what were you doing?
Who
was like, you know what this performance needs? Cartwheels.
She's not still married to Josh Duhamel.
No, they got a divorce, but they have kids together.
They do, and that's why she quit music, was to raise her kids.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. The song is called Alive. Very good song.
Oh.
If you're into rock ballads.
Okay.
Sent that. Under that wrote, "Wish you would give me a chance."
Aww.
Followed by "Pay You."
What?
Followed by buy you something. No response, by the way, to the song or the give me a chance.
Good.
Or the pay you or the buy you something. Here's a Tinder one.
I mean, I know we're not above bribery. Like,
Oh, no, we bribe.
We bribe all the time.
We own it, though.
But isn't that like solicitation once the money enters the situation?
Well, but you're not asking for sexual favors.
Yet.
You're asking for a chance at sexual favors.
I'll give you a chance. How much you got? $250. All right.
$8:34 right here on today's hit music. It's Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com, and you can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thanks for having us on this morning. We appreciate you being with us. We're still in the Rage Room here on this Tuesday morning. Someone says, love the music today. Great pick. You're welcome. I picked everyone myself.
You didn't.
That is not true at all. 100% made that up. Rage Room. Ooh, this one. When your 17-year-old daughter moves out because she says you're a horrible piece of crap mom, but when cleaning out her room, I find tons of empty alcohol bottles, vapes, a vibrator, and text messages after being told she couldn't do something. Okay, I'm not reading that part. Maybe you were the piece of crap child. All right. That is some rage. That sounds like you and her need to hug. Hug it out. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe slug it out. I don't know. Rage Room. I've got rage. I've got a couple rages. The first rage is, we talked earlier about my kid in the steps.
Yeah.
And the steps have a tile at the bottom. I suggested we get some type of carpet or rug to put there. Mm-hmm. I was scoffed at. It's not going to do anything. What's a little rug going to do? I go, I don't know. Cushion the head from hitting the tile?
Yeah, if it's tile.
It is tile.
Like
ceramic tile.
Right. So it's not like linoleum or...
No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it would aesthetically look the best.
Right.
It's a weird place to put a rug or a mat. I admit that. So aesthetically, I agree. People might be like, why is that there?
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be there forever.
And I understand it wouldn't 100% take away from if he were to fall and hit the back of his head, but I'll bet it would help. A rubber mat with some cushion.
Yeah.
In case he fell backwards.
I agree. I would be on that. I'd be like, get it. But I'm that way.
I'm just trying to figure out how they were like, it's not really going to do much.
I don't know. Hitting your head on.
I think it might do something.
Right. Hitting your head on wood flooring didn't crack it open.
Yeah. Now imagine.
I'm trying to think of somebody that's been like, yeah, I fell in the living room on the carpet, busted my head open. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Does it hurt? Sure.
Of course.
Will you cry? Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be as nervous when he falls on the carpet.
Right.
As opposed to the hard ceramic tile. The not daughter mocked me. Mocked me.
I have to say, I don't know that you'll ever hear this from me again, but I'm 100% on your side.
I'm like, okay. Remember this day, everybody. Remember this day. We're at ER. Waiting 7 hours just to be seen. Another rage room. Where do the nurses go in emergency rooms for hours at a time and they say they'll be right back?
Maybe other people's rooms.
But yeah, I just wish they'd be like, I probably won't be back for an hour. You know what I mean? There's
that
nothing
happened to us.
wrong. Then good for whoever that nurse was.
When my mom was at the ER just, I don't know, a few months ago, the lady was getting ready to walk out and she's like, look, everything's in the lab. We're at a good place. I have some other patients I've got to take care of. Do you need anything? Because I won't be back for probably 45 minutes.
Good for her. And I mean that sincerely.
And then I knew.
That is a great nurse.
Then I knew, like, I could get up and go get something to drink. I could walk, because I knew nobody else was going to be coming in.
Fantastic nurse. If I was a nurse, I swear to God, I would do that.
Yeah.
Even if it was like halfway funny, I'd be like, the nurse will be in like 40 to 45 minutes. at the earliest.
No, I can get on.
This
board
is
with
the
that.
part where you guys sit and go, where are the... Because I feel like if you just said that to the patients and their people that are with them, okay. Like if you told me, like, if I had Jamie in the emergency room for something and they're like, all right, like you said, good, vitals are good, things are good. The tests are being run right now. We ran the test. We're looking at everything right now. We'll probably be back in here, I would say, an hour.
Right.
Because like you said, there are other patients.
Yep.
Then I'm not sitting there going, oh my God, where are they? But how many times have you been there and they go, nurse will be right in, or the doctor will be right in?
A half an hour later.
Yeah. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Because then at least I have an expectation, and I'm not bothering you going, the nurse said the doctor will be right in, but they're not in. Instead of bothering you guys, don't want to be bothered, just be like, it's going to be an hour.
See, that's the thing. I will say I'm 100% on board. We know things have changed in our ERs across the United States with COVID. There's still staffing issues. Sometimes they're sluggish. We get it, okay? It doesn't mean that you need to be mean to your caregivers. But caregivers, let's be proactive and say, hey, just setting a level of expectation.
Right.
Because I feel like you diffuse a situation when you're forthcoming like that.
You do. And the more information you give, the less confusion and the less they might be. Because I'm sure you're like, oh, my God, these people are bugging me about when the doctor's coming in. Well, you know why? Because you said the doctor will be right in, walked out, and no one's been in the room for an hour.
Yeah.
That's why they're coming out to ask.
Yep.
Not because they're jerks, not because they're impatient. It's been an hour. And if you would have said, it's going to be about an hour.
Gotcha. Yeah.
If not more.
And that's when I'm like, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now you're not. I'm telling you. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm right on that one. Second rage room, more of a funny one. You're not going to like the first part. Yesterday, I wanted to express my love physically.
I'm convinced you do this now just for
And
fun.
Jamie was very tired.
Yeah.
You know, I got the tired. And it was legit.
Yeah.
There's actually a medicine she takes to help her go to sleep. And when she takes it,
It's lights out.
you're on borrowed time. I wanted to express my love physically. And I realized she was tired. And I said, okay, go to sleep. You know what? I'm going to be an adult and not a pouty little bitch. And I'm going to, okay. So I'm wrestling's on the TV. I'm on my phone for a second. I look over. Is Beyonce snoring? Is Beyonce peacefully asleep? Or is Beyonce on her phone playing Monopoly Go?
Stay away, mother. It's just one of those days.
That was good timing, by the way, on the lyric.
I mean, come on. I did laugh. I
She
thought that
needed
was
a
funny.
second to relax.
I actually thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I did laugh. I go, wow. Look at that. She's like, well, you brought it up, and I had to make sure that my board's okay. I was like, wow.
See?
I actually thought that was very fun. But I did. I looked over. I was like, all right, go to sleep.
Yeah.
We'll express our love physically later. Look over. She's on her phone playing a game. Text message, Rage Room, on my way to Cleveland to find out the results of this cancerous mole. Rage Room.
We're thinking of you.
It is ragey. I hope
Everything's good.
it goes fine there. Same goes for veterinary medicine. Be nice to your technician.
Yeah, that is true. I will say. You know what? I have a lovely vet. I stopped in there yesterday to get Jude's flea and tick and heartworm refill.
Mm-hmm.
They were so nice. They were like, how is he? I'm like, he's good. I mean, we were talking about him like he was a child.
Another thing about the vet I took Furious to when someone was wrong with his leg before, recently, the most recent time, like, they were pretty prompt, but they were like very good about, you're going to take it back. It'll probably be this long. Blah, blah, blah. Sit out here. We'll come and update you. And
They
would.
take him?
Yeah. They took him back because there was a problem.
Oh, well, I know, but I always go back with him.
No, they took him.
Oh, gotcha.
They took him. There was like 3 people back there with him. They x-rayed, did all the stuff.
What happened?
Well, he was hurting his back leg, and he was really shaking and wouldn't eat.
Aw.
Once a year he pulls, and he's getting older now. He's old.
He's pulling that butt muscle.
He does. He pulls a leg.
I remember this now.
And he limps, and
Yeah.
he'll go under a bed. He won't come out.
He thinks
He won't
he's
eat or
young and
drink.
still. Yeah.
He does. He still sprints and
Yeah.
runs and chases things in the backyard. I'm like, you are going. That leg is going to be off your body one
Remember,
day. You're just going to throw it off.
It's skunk season right now.
I know.
Mating season.
We've been lucky so far. We've been very lucky.
Well, they really like him. So
What I enjoy though on our Ring cameras right now, we have 2 rabbits, and they show up on our cameras every night. It's hilarious. The one goes and gets the other one. So it's like midnight. It goes, there's your garage. See the rabbit go from the left to the right. An hour later, there's a motion at your garage. I look back. They both come running back together the other way.
Oh, it's cute.
It's like he goes and gets his buddy to play every night.
Yeah, he's like, all right, coast is clear.
Yeah, let's do it. There's a groundhog now walking around our front door. I'm like, great. It's a Fall Out Boy. We didn't start the fire. Rage Room, still time to get it in. It's Q92.
Would you?
Maybe.
If she just busted that out, you wouldn't be like, what? Because that's what I got.
So what you got? What was your response?
I got. I said, you're not just a gentleman, you're a gentleman. I got back, what? With a question mark. I said, you're not just a gentleman, you're a gentleman. And then he didn't answer. He saw it, didn't answer me for a while. So I said, well, you're welcome, I guess. And he said, you're stupid. Why would you text me that?
Dude, there's a couple of people did it on the text line, and thank you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Good sports. Someone said their boyfriend said, smoke another one. Oh, God. In today's world, they don't want a gentleman. They want a femi man, LOL. Let me see here. I don't know. Okay. My husband's out of town and seems a little confused. She wrote, you are not just a gentleman. You are a gentleman. Huh?
See?
He wrote, oh, thank you. Got another, huh? My boyfriend wrote back, you're not just a girl, you're my girl. Ooh,
Aw,
Oh, good for you.
that is nice. That is nice. See, it works. Now you've just
for
made
one person.
no. Listen,
Everybody
I'm sure-
else's or spouses are confused as hell.
Yeah, but then I'll bet they're happy. I'll bet they're all smiling right now. I'll bet Tony's walking around the house with a little pep in his
I bet
step.
he's not.
Yes.
He's like,
I am a
you're
gentleman.
done. Now back to work.
You know what I am? And he's telling his friends, hey guys, I'm a gentleman. Oh my God, Lauren, your hubby, LOL, laughing emoji.
Well,
I think we're making men feel really good this morning.
I hope so.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know what the equivalent would be to text to a girl.
Um,
You're not just a woman. You're a gentlewoman. You're a gentle woman. There's no equivalent to gentleman for women.
ladies.
You're not just a lady. You're a lady. What? It's not going to work.
No.
I can't find the equivalent to text to a girl. That would be that. But again, just if you can, we'd like you just to text your man, whoever he is. We don't care. It's not our business. Men aren't used to compliments. That's why they're confused. Right. So they're confused at first, but then you're going to make their day. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I
You
compliment
are
my
going
husband all the time.
I'm
I'll be like,
telling
dang, I have such good taste. You look good in that outfit because I buy all of his clothes. Or I'll be like, oh, your butt looks really good. Like, I say stuff to him. I do.
Oh, look at your nostrils. Those are nice.
No, he's like growing out his beard. Like, because it's November. Like, he comes back for the winter with his beard. And I was like, ooh. I was like, yesterday, I was like, you look like a snack. You got that.
I knew I married a lumberjack.
Yes, like he looked so
Where's
good
your
yesterday.
blue ox?
I'm just saying, I compliment him all of the time.
How does your husband put up with you, Lauren? Someone says in the text live.
I know, kind of ridiculous, but he's used to it.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Scattered rain, maybe a rumble of thunder, mainly during the morning and early afternoon on Tuesday. Otherwise cloudy, windy, and warm, 64 degrees for the high. Overnight, more scattered showers and storms, some with gusty winds and hail. Our low, 58. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy.
Hold on. He's turning on the mic for this one.
Sorry, what?
I'm just reading what it says. It says, blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy. How did he meet Star?
I met Star on Bumble.
Bumble's the way to go if you're a guy, I'm telling you. That's the way to go. Because the girl has to initiate any correspondence.
So you know she's interested. That's real nice for you guys.
She's interested at least enough to say hello. Can you ruin that immediately? Sure you can. But I mean, at least you know she thought enough to at least you right here on today's hit music. It is Q92, 8:52 coming up the 9 o'clock hour, and we just saw something really cool is coming to the Hall of Fame Village, Lauren.
We did. The Village Carnival has been announced, happening May 17th through the 19th with rides, games, food, fun, so much more. Get more details and score your tickets over at HOAvillage.com.
How's about that? A Village Carnival.
Love it.
Rides, games, food, and fun. Those are some things a lot of people love. More cool stuff to do here in Canton. Gotta love it. And if this weather this week's any indication, weather come May might be amazing.
Right?
How about that? Love that. So we'll have more information on that. Also, we'll be talking to our friends at the Hall of Fame Village coming up on Friday's show. So we'll get more information about that. But I see some more rage in the rage room before we get out of here. When your potential, in quotes, client backs out the day before your commission run. Rage room. That sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
Man. Rage is when my boss's 84-year-old dad comes in my work. Let me see.
Talking politics.
Talking politics. Yeah, just talking politics. I'm not doing that. Yes. Politics can divide a room very quickly. Very quickly and make it a very annoying place to be. So, totally get that. Totally get that. Good job in the rage room, everybody. Like you guys had some good rage today. Some original rage. A lot of times, some shows, it's just traffic rage.
Yeah, today there was none of that. It was more like...
Yeah, I feel like we jumped around a lot. Different areas of rage. I gave my 2 rages. Either of you two have any rage today? You good?
Yep.
Are you?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like you're telling the truth at all.
You know what my rage is. I'm not gonna tell everybody.
Well, it's not really a rage. It's an issue.
Yeah, it's an issue.
It's an issue. But I don't know if it's rage. You don't have rage for that.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, if it does, yeah.
It doesn't feel good.
I told you what it is.
It is not.
Jake, do you have any rage in that little body of yours? That
Just
sounded weird. Wish I hadn't said it like that. I apologize.
Immediate regret.
In that beautiful, supple body of yours.
Go ahead, Jake.
just that I couldn't get the charcoal grill started yesterday. That's just
You were trying to grill with the girl and you couldn't get the Listen, I've struggled with the charcoal grill before. Where I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, light!"
Everybody says it tastes
Light.
better, but my gosh, just get propane. Or do one of the hybrids.
Ours are propane.
Yeah,
Ours
so
are
much
propane.
easier.
I will say sometimes I feel like you can taste the propane. Sometimes.
Do you season your
Or maybe
meat?
I smell it. Oh, I always season my meat. I seasoned my meat yesterday.
When you made burgers.
Yeah, I made burgers at home. And I did season. She has a special thing of its hamburger seasoning. And I poured that all over my meat before I cooked my meat yesterday. And enjoyed a delicious burger with crinkle fries. Made in the air fryer. I was in charge of dinner yesterday. And that's what you get when Christian's in charge of dinner. You get burgers and crinkle fries.
I wasn't 100% yesterday, so that's why we had sloppy joes and tater tots.
I was 100%, and we still got burgers and crinkle fries.
Yeah, well, tonight's dinner's going to top last night's dinner since we have meetings.
I don't think I'm going to have dinner tonight. I got a basketball game to do on the radio.
Well, you're going to eat at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we're not going to like cook anything. I don't think.
Yeah,
because I'll be leaving.
he'll be going with you.
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Nordonia.
Got ya.
Tonight I'll be at West Branch High School.
Yeah.
For the boys as they take on the Youngstown East Bears.
Nice.
Tournament time.
It is.
Winner go home. Fun fact. You didn't ask for them. I give it to you. West Branch and East played in the regular season. East won by 2 in overtime.
Wow.
So it was a very close game, and they're playing tonight. Winner moves on. Loser's season's over. Whew! If that's not a tease,
I know.
I don't know what is. I'd listen, everybody. It's Mark Ronson, Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk. It's Q92. Saturday, we went out. We took the kids swimming at his grandfather's.
Oh, that's
Jamie's,
fine.
her father's. We went over there and we swam.
Yeah.
Did that. Then, unfortunately, we tried to eat food afterwards. And I had 2 consecutive awful ordering experiences.
So, like, you DoorDash?
Where I went. No,
Okay.
we tried to go. It was, first of all, it was weird to begin with. Watch the time. Okay. It was weird to begin with because I suggested after swimming, hey, why don't we all just go get something? Someone little. I don't want to go to like an expensive
Right.
somewhere. I don't care if it's fast food or just a place that's quick, not that expensive. Let's just grab a bite while we're out. I was like, yeah. And then somehow we end up going to Mexican, which if you know me at all, you know I can't stand Mexican food.
I love it.
As far Mexican food as I go is Chipotle. So the whole time we're driving, I'm like, if this was my idea.
And it got hijacked.
And somehow we're going to a place where everyone knows I won't like any of the food. But I'm thinking there's got to be something, right? Got to be something.
No.
Maybe they have an American menu or some stuff. I know Don Poncho's has actually an awesome American menu.
Yeah, their fries are so good.
Burger, fry, the grilled cheese. It's awesome. This place did not.
Okay.
So I decided, I was thinking, okay, I like Chipotle. What if I get a burrito? And I'm just very specific to the man. And I say, I just want steak and rice.
Yeah, simple.
Seems like, okay, that might work.
Right?
That might work. I didn't take into account that I was in a authentic Mexican restaurant. So I explained this to the gentleman, and he nodded many times.
I got it.
I said, just, burrito, just steak and rice. You don't want this. I don't want that. You don't want this. I don't want that. Do you want this? I don't want that. I thought I just said I wanted just steak and rice. In my head, I said this. I'm like, I thought I made this pretty clear.
I was going to say, did you say this to the waiter?
I said
that
steak,
doesn't sound like
and he just kept questioning other things that, like, I said I didn't want on it.
Right.
And I spent
He was making sure.
a good couple minutes going, no, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice. Do you want tomatoes? Just steak and rice. Do you want this? Just steak and rice. And somehow that wasn't working. So it comes out.
And it wasn't steak and rice.
First of all, my own fault. I probably expected to see something looking like a Chipotle burrito. And it came out like this very loosely wrapped, I guess, burrito, if you will. Now, first of all, there was cheese on the side and cheese drizzled on the top. I have no idea where the cheese came into the picture. After I spent 10 minutes saying, just steak and rice. Just steak and rice.
Well, but they love to garnish with their queso.
Just steak and rice.
And most people would appreciate that. Queso
I
drizzle.
looked at that and I felt bad because the girls both looked at me like, oh no. And I looked at my plate. I looked at them. Looked back at my plate. I just thought, here we go. Scrape off the cheese. My poor fiance was trying to, oh no, we can fit. I'm like, it's fine. Please sit down. Please sit down. Because she's starting to get up, coming over to my plate. Like, please sit down. I love you. Please sit down. Let's not make a scene in the damn Mexican restaurant. I'm the picky eater.
Yeah, but she felt bad because she probably knew, like, he doesn't even like this to begin with, and that's what he got. Oh, God.
So I scrape off the cheese. Then I go to pick it up. And the whole GD thing just falls apart. It was so wrapped loosely, it just,
right.
It looked like a piece of bologna. The rice is orange. I was like, what the hell is orange rice?
Well, a lot of times they'll put like salsa or tomato paste. Like, that's how you make Mexican rice.
So that made me like, oh, here we go. This is just great. So I mustered it down somehow to say it didn't taste good, in my opinion, realizing that I don't like Mexican food and everyone else does. It was awful.
What are you doing right now exactly? You look like, I don't even know what. You have a second to pop over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You look so weird. You look like you're getting ready to go like scuba diving, like a wetsuit.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Look at it, doesn't it? Like, you know how they put the hood up?
Yeah, it does look like a wetsuit.
We're looking for the Titanic. We'll be back.
That, or what's that one where they would drop them? Oh, what is Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it? He was he went down.
A great movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they would like put the big helmet on.
Men of Honor?
Maybe.
Medal of Honor? Something honor. If I could get an interview with that kid, I would love to hear his side of the story.
Do we even know like what state or what kind of church or?
I mean, if I did like a deep dive, I probably could find out.
I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid.
But I don't know.
He was like.
But there's a kid walking around that got slugged in the chest by his pastor because he wasn't taking God serious. And I'd love to hear his side. We heard the other guy's side. We heard the pastor's side. There's two sides to every story.
There is.
My question is, what the hell did what?
Well, like how long ago too? Like, is this kid now like in his 30s and he's got a family and he's like, yeah, I was a jerk. Like, you know.
I just would love to speak with him, and get his side of the story and hear what he has to say.
I'd be interested.
And if he enjoys the fact that there's a pastor out there talking about how he got crumpled.
Day youth group, and he was just trying to push my buttons, and he was just, kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I went, bam! I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there.
He goes on, I think the last thing in the clip, he says, sometimes you're going to need to do that. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What verse was that in the Bible?
Right.
Love thy neighbor, crumple the kids. I'm like, no, I don't think that's what he said. I don't believe that's what the Corinthians read about. But if you're out there, buddy, I'm sorry.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to
to
put a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It is
thing
really
in the
cute.
world. That is the cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe, have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe?
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah.
Got Christian and Lauren need a little advice.
All right.
And this might help Christian out someday, too.
Okay.
At what age do you think it's safe for your child to play sports? I would think that would depend on the sport a little bit.
I agree. I mean,
You're talking about like tackle football.
Yeah.
What my brother and his wife did is they got all three of their boys into flag football first.
Yeah.
They played flag football for years.
Yeah.
And then they transitioned in, I want to say like seventh and 8th grade, they went to tackle football.
Yeah.
Like, well, they did like, yeah, Ryan just finished his 8th grade. Noah's going to be in 7th next year. My nephew Michael is playing in 8th grade next year. So that's kind of how, and then my other nephew Michael just started football. First sport he ever played, tackle football. But he's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was kind of, if you're talking that kind of contact sport, that was kind of the plan that my after 9. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday morning. Hopefully you guys are having a good one out there as you've head out to work and to school this morning. Hope you're going to enjoy today. Is the sun out today or is it already cloudy?
It's already cloudy. I think Mark said yesterday there was a chance for the sun to come out this afternoon. And if it does, that's what's going to kind of precipitate some of these storms popping up. But it's already a balmy 56 degrees out there.
When I went for work, and I left for work this morning, and now you're talking like 4:30 in the morning. It was already, when I got outside, I was like, whoa.
See, when I went outside at 5:30, it was really nice. Like I didn't even throw on a coat to take the dog out.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it and love this weather. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. 60s this afternoon. If you're looking to do something and it's not raining, I don't know why you wouldn't. Obviously, everyone's pointing to Sunday and Monday. So right now, 67 and sun, and Monday 69 and sun. Those are the 2 days. Actually, we're heading up towards Cleveland. We're going to take Jimmy to see his great aunt.
Oh, that's nice.
This Sunday. They saw him right when he was born, but now they're going to see him now. So we're heading up to close to Cleveland on Saturday. I'm going to Nordonia tomorrow. I'm getting dropped off like a child at school to the game because Jamie's coming with me because she discovered it's very close to the Trader Joe's.
I'd do it too.
That is near Nordonia, and she is a huge Trader Joe. I've realized that Trader Joe's is like a little cult.
Oh, it is for sure.
And she is in it. And but in her defense, they have, in her opinion, the best gluten-free food, like bread, things like that like other places have, but it's not good. So she's probably going to drop at least. I told her I go over under $200. You drop a Trader Joe's. She laughed. She goes under. I go no, it's not.
I feel like it's easy to do. Like, it's easy for me to do that at Costco.
It's just funny. She's literally going to drop me off at the school to call the game. She's going to go to Trader Joe's, and her other favorite store is right there, TJ Maxx.
Oh yeah.
Do you like TJ Maxx?
I do.
Is that a woman thing too?
I love Marshalls. The Marshalls is really where
she doesn't do Marshalls, and I would think she would. And we have a Marshalls in Boardman.
Yeah,
there is a Marshalls, but her three are Trader Joe's, Target, and she loves a good TJ Maxx. And that woman,
yeah.
I don't know if any of you have wives or future wives like this or girlfriends. Like, when I tell you, she can literally spend 2 hours in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being funny radio guy. Jamie can spend 2 hours in TJ Maxx, legitimately. And I'm such a go in, get what I want, leave. It's just always been me, like groceries.
Yeah, but then you miss
clothes.
all of the fun stuff.
I'm like, I need a hoodie. I'm going to the store, get a hoodie. Got a hoodie. I'm leaving now. I got my hoodie. You know what I mean? There is no like, what else do they have? I'm like, nope. You know what I mean? Need jeans. Going to the store. There's jeans. I got jeans. That's my size. I'm leaving. I got my jeans.
Dude, I go to Costco for protein shakes and, well, really protein shakes and bread. Don't sleep on it. Artisano bread, if you guys love it like we do. It's 2 for $5. And it's like $4 a loaf at regular grocery stores. So we go to Costco for that stuff. But I come home with long sleeve t-shirts, joggers, 3-pack of Power Wash dish spray.
I like that.
Oh, I love it.
That stuff does a good job.
It was $7.99 for 3 refills.
Not bad.
No, it was really good. Like, you just don't know what I'm going to come home with. I came home with frozen bananas covered in Reese's chocolate. Like, frozen. I mean,
Costco.
you have no idea what I'm going to come home with.
It's all about Costco.
Always an adventure. It's my favorite store.
Someone text, I'm going to assume you meant the storm is starting here in Tuscarawas County, even though you wrote Tuscaloosa.
Isn't that Alabama?
Tuscaloosa. Yeah. I think you should go back to Greenbow, Alabama. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. By the way, that's a quote from what movie, Jake?
I don't know.
Forrest Gump. You ever see it?
Yeah.
I would have gotten that one.
He was telling Jenny.
Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Yeah, he was talking to Jenny and that guy he didn't like that was dating Jenny. He's like, I think you should go back to Greenbow, Alabama. Said it right in the guy's face.
Good.
Besides Rose, I think Jenny might have been one of the worst human beings ever in a movie.
She really wasn't good to Forrest.
She used him his literal whole life.
Yep.
And he was there to like help her every time, and then she pooped on him again. Now, she didn't murder him like Rose murdered Jack.
No,
but you could argue what she did was worse.
Yeah, it was bad.
That'd be now that would be a good, like, we have these school debate teams. That would be a great debate for like a state title. Who was a worse human being, Rose from Titanic or Jenny from Forrest Gump? I'd love to hear arguments on both sides.
They both could have been goners. You know how many people froze trying to float on things?
Well, Rose, think about it. Rose was a engaged, very well-to-do rich woman who was just using Jack as a boy toy to...
It's all transpired in less than a week.
Yeah, it did.
That was his whole life, Jenny and Forrest.
She did.
Yeah.
She put him in the friend zone and used him.
He always got so excited when she'd come back.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? Immediate text poll. Who was the worst human being? Rose from Titanic or Jenny from Forrest Gump? Text in Rose or Jenny.
Yeah, we want to know what you think.
330-269-9292. It's Nicki Minaj, Lil Uzi Vert. Everybody, it's Q92. So yesterday, how about this? On the way home from work yesterday,
Yeah.
got pulled over.
You did?
Did. I did.
For what? Speeding.
I think. The whole thing was weird.
Okay.
I'm not sure who pulled me over. I was on Mahoning Avenue. I was going over Lake Milton, for those of you looking like, where was it? And me and another car that was ahead of me that I was not tailgating or riding his ass, that would mean he was going just as fast, if not faster than me. We both went over the bridge, and as we came, a truck did go by me with lights on the other side of the road. And it said, I don't know if it was a park ranger or a...
Did you get pulled over by park police?
I just said I don't know who pulled me over. I don't know who it was.
Did you get a ticket?
Didn't pay attention to what he said.
But did you get a ticket?
No. He let me... I was going to go with that. But
well, I know, but it would be on your paperwork. That's why I'm asking.
So, I get pulled over. It's so hard to explain because I saw the guy pull off and it's like he was going to park and look at the lake or something. Me and the other car ahead of me are driving. I don't see anything wrong with anything. There's no traffic at all.
Yeah.
And like a mile down, after I'm down the road, don't even see the lake anymore. He comes around the bend, and I'm thinking this guy's going on a call.
Right.
Like, oh, so me and the guy ahead of me, we kind of drift over to the side to start to, let him go past. He parks behind me. I was like, the hell did I do? And the other guy drives off. I go, oh, you were just as guilty. And the man comes up, and two of them. One went to the right side of my car. One went to the left. I'm like, okay, what is this? What is this? Why? And nice, very nice. He was very polite. He ID'd himself, but I wasn't listening. He was like, I'm blah, blah, blah. And all I heard was, wah, 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 wah. Because I'm still like, why am I pulled over?
Right, you were still perplexed.
He's like, I got you doing 51 to 35.
Christian.
I was like, oh. I think, oh. He's like, are you just going home from work? Yeah, that's it. He goes, you got any weapons in the car? I went, no. I laughed. I went, no. I actually laughed. I was like, no. I don't know if you saw my backpack and stuff for my sports equipment.
Yeah.
So I had a couple back. But like, no, I don't have weapons in the car. Yes, my ninja swords. I'm like, no.
You should have been like,
so
what is that called? The sword, the one that we found out a lot of people in
machete.
Our machete
yeah, that everyone uses to protect themselves.
Or katara. Wasn't there something like a katara or
Katan?
No,
that's a game, isn't it?
I don't know. Anyhow,
takes my stuff, comes back. I'm telling you, not even a minute and a half later. Just keep it slow. You know what I mean?
You know what happens?
Boats dock, and I know it's off season. I understand it's off season. Traffic's light right now, but boats dock here. Have a great day. And I honestly was like, what the hell was that?
I know what happens.
What was that?
Two cops approached you.
Well, in the same
one on
car,
each side.
Yeah.
I know that, but two rolled up on you. They thought you were someone else.
You
That's
think?
what I think. Yeah.
Think they're looking for somebody else?
Because even 35 and a 51, that would be a ticket. At least in North Canton, it would be.
I was not even pulled over for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, I was not even pulled over.
That's what
for
I
5
think
minutes.
happened. They thought maybe you were someone else they were looking for, or like maybe you
wonder
drove
if
the
that's
same
true.
car. You know what I mean?
I wonder if that's true.
That's what I think.
Because, like I said, I was with a car ahead of me. We were both cruising. I didn't think either one of us was doing Talladega.
The minute they saw your name on your driver's license, they had to walk back to their car to act like they were doing something. They were probably like, crap, it's not him.
So, but I'm still not sure what they were. Because I didn't read the truck when it went by me.
Yeah.
Park Ranger, I don't think I'm right in saying it was a Park Ranger.
Well, if
But
it was
something on their truck. I'm a 27-year-old teacher. My alarms go off starting at 5:45. They're preset every 10 minutes until 6:50.
That's over an hour. That's an hour and 5 minutes.
That is an hour and 5 minutes. You could have been sleeping.
You didn't finish your text.
Because
That's hilarious.
every 10 minutes until 6:50, because I suck at waking up. 5:45 is ambitious me. 6:50 is homeless me. You guys are
She's funny.
literally wasting sleep. This is exactly how I do it. 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:35, 6:45, out of bed at 7, and I'm 54 years old. Guys, I understand that it might not make sense to a neurotypical brain. Is that a dig?
No.
Is that a smart way to call me
normal,
stupid?
That means normal thinker.
But if it makes sense to her and it helps her get up in the morning, even though it sounds stupid, it works for her.
Yeah. To each their own. I mean, obviously it works for a lot of people.
Look up neurotypical. What does that mean?
It's not a dig.
I think I was called stupid by a very smart person, which might be true.
I know what it means, and it wasn't.
I do the same thing, only 5 o'clock hour, but I also fall right back asleep as soon as I roll over and shut the alarm off.
Neurotypical. A term that describes people with typical or average brain development and function. I told you.
I'm pretty average. I do what you do with the really loud phone alarm, but it's my old phone, so I use another phone to wake up.
What?
Because it has the loudest alarm for me to wake up.
Okay, so they're going for noise. The volume.
This is so interesting. 38 here. I'm like not daughter. I hate getting up and will sleep through an alarm. My first alarm is 6:30. It's heavy metal to make sure it wakes me up when I hit the snooze because I can't actually wake up to that ruckus. The next alarm is 6:45, which means definitely get out of bed. Then I have one at 7 that's telling me my kids while it plays, they have 10 minutes to get out the door. So you got 3 different alarms. My boyfriend has 8 alarms set. They go off so long that the next one starts going off before he even turns off the one before it. It's the most annoying thing ever. So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like your sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
You know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't. He goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves to clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. Like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high-fiving and clapping, I think.
They're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
What is it? Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You know
really
your sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late.
Right here on today's hit music, it is Q92. Great news for me because I love Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Apparently, this Thursday, Leap Day, Wendy's is celebrating the 4-year anniversary of its restaurant serving breakfast, and they're giving customers a sweet treat. On Leap Day, customers can get a free Cinnabon pull-apart at their local Wendy's restaurants during breakfast hours while supplies last. They get one per vehicle in the drive-thru or one per dining room transaction. They partner with Cinnabon to add the baked good to their wait, it's already on their breakfast menu?
Yeah, they've had it. It's out.
What?
I'm
I
pretty
could
sure.
be getting a Cinnabon from Wendy's?
I thought it came out like a week or two ago. Maybe I'm wrong.
Do we? What? I have had no idea about this.
How?
I know all about Wendy's breakfast.
Why? You're supposed to.
Their Baconator is fantastic. Keller and I both talk about how good
I
Wendy's
know
breakfast
it's good. Wendy's breakfast is fabulous.
You're telling me there's a, why am I not talking about, why don't they should have a whole campaign on the Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Is Keller here yet?
Nope.
Keller, if you're listening, will you stop and get me, I'll Venmo you or whatever you have. Can you please get me like 2 Cinnabon pull-aparts? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So does my type 2 diabetes. That is fantastic. Think of a free one on Thursday. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. That is a great deal for leap year, which is Thursday, by the way. I love Cinnabon. Listen, I know like last year when I spent a week in Ocean City, Maryland, right by our hotel, like on the boardwalk, we were right by the Cinnabon store.
Yeah.
I think I had a Cinnabon like 3 times in the 5 days we were there. Like the real legit.
The gigantic one.
By the way, our poll about Jenny or Rose, it was all
landslide.
Jenny. Apparently, you all think Jenny was a way worse human being.
I will say Amy brought up a good point, though. She did give him a son.
He was 5 or 6 before he found out.
At least he found out.
You know how pissed I'd be if I found out I had a kid and he was like already in school? I missed him being a baby. I missed everything. You're like, oh, that's yours. See you later. There's no that's not cool.
I get it. But at least he had him then for the rest of his life.
And missed some of the most amazing moments.
I agree.
Of his life.
Yeah, she was a piece of crap.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So y'all believe Jenny and Rose. Well, Rose is a murderer. And Jenny is someone who destroys lives.
I do like how everybody texted in Jenny. they
did.
Spelled it the way that
they did go, Jenny. Jen A. You're very right about that. Oh, he will get me a Cinnabon. Do you guys want anything from Wendy's? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Ryan, bring me one too.
A Cinnabon?
Yeah, I want to try just that.
Jake?
I've heard that. Yeah, me too.
You want to try one? All right.
Yeah.
If you
Thanks,
could get one for the
Ryan.
entire building, Keller, that'd be great.
We'll Venmo you.
We'll Venmo you, brother.
Promise.
That is what's great about Keller not coming in till
I
later
need
in the
something
morning.
to distract me. I know.
Dude, Lauren she's been going through it this morning. I don't know if you want to touch on it or scratch the surface.
Funny. You guys, if anybody's listening right now, and I could be totally wrong. This might not be what it is at all, but it might be.
You think you have shingles.
I think it's possible.
You think it's possible you have shingles right now, which all of us have that virus in us, right? All of us have the shingles, whatever you
If
want
you
to call
had
it.
chicken pox, yeah.
Which I did. So
Right.
we all have it in us.
Well, I checked. You've either been vaccinated or you've had, and I could be totally wrong that that's what it is, but for 2 days now, I have this really sore spot on my back,
Mhm.
and I'm itching like crazy. And when I itch, it hurts.
So it's
like-
not like there's no like, when you're itchy, you scratch your back, it feels good.
No,
You're
this
not
does
getting
not.
that.
No.
You're getting pain.
Yeah. So, I'm going to make a doctor's appointment, obviously. I was waiting because I started with it Sunday night. So I was trying to give myself 24 hours. Last night when I laid down, like pressure against it actually feels kind of good. Like it doesn't, except for if you lightly like rub a shirt over it, then it hurts again. Like it's very weird. It kind of burns. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. But last week I felt like I was kind of getting something. Do you remember correctly?
I do. You thought you were getting maybe a little bit of a cold.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
But like all good. Like I didn't end up developing symptoms. I just felt really tired and that kind of, I don't know, but let me tell you, it's driving me out of my mind. I'm literally going to go mentally crazy because my back
You
itches.
are
But you
itching
itch it
to find out
and
what
it
this is.
hurts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I diagnosed you, but you don't want to believe me.
Christian.
But we'll see what it is.
You
Go get
guys.
I would if you tried udder cream.
No,
Remember udder cream?
I do. I tried
Made from real
hydrocortisone.
cows.
I've tried hydrocortisone cream.
But you haven't tried udder cream.
No.
Okay. Have had chicken pox twice and shingles. Take some aloe, rub a little tequila or agave mixed with the aloe, then put that on the shingle spot.
See, I don't have a rash yet.
No?
No, I do not have a rash.
Just a flat out itch that's painful.
a spot that is very painful, but I itch a little bit more like on my left side.
My fiance just got over shingles. She went to the doctor and he gave her an antiviral medication. There you go.
Well, that's why I want to go, because I read they can do that, and that way it just doesn't last as long. But because people think that shingles is like super contagious. It's contagious, but it's not nearly as contagious as like chicken pox. You have to, like with shingles, you would have to touch the rash. I don't even have the rash yet. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, this is good. I'm enjoying this conversation.
Listen, this is our family that we're talking to, and I could be totally wrong. Maybe
listen,
that's.
You've already got people giving you advice.
I know, and
although I'm the
appreciate
only
you
one
all.
that's suggesting udder cream.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
That, or I'll tell you what, I'm a firm believer in Neosporin.
You know what? I tried that yesterday with the Pain Plus.
Yeah.
It helped.
Any relief
for about 5 minutes.
Neosporin is
It is it's universal.
I don't know what it's made of. I just know that it pretty much could heal anything.
I agree with that.
Or at least trend you in a better way for a second. I'm not saying it's a cure-all, but it's a help-all. Jake, you a fan of Neosporin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, Jake approves.
I have to get it with the Pain Plus.
Jake loves Neosporin. It's Keller. I had shingles on my face, and that's why I have a hole in my nose now.
Well,
those are your nostrils. Come on, Keller.
Keller,
I got two right at the bottom.
When you get here, we have to talk, because I don't know if this is what it is or not. But every time I Google my symptoms, like that's the first thing that comes up.
We'll have to wait and see.
Like what?
I would suggest if Neosporin gave you a little bit, I would try Neosporin again. But I would like, before you went to the doctor, I would like you to try udder cream. You could come back and say,
So
dude,
dumb.
udder cream did nothing for me.
Oh, he's referring to the scar on the bridge of his nose. I know exactly what he's talking about. We had this conversation once.
Rash, text message. Rash is secondary. It will affect you on one side. If you think you have it, go get checked. They can give you something for pain and antiviral It can be very, very painful.
Yeah, it's this spot on my back. Like even last night, my husband came to bed and he like rubbed his hand down my back, and when he touched that area, I was like, "Ah, like do not touch that part of me." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird because it's not muscular. It's like in the skin. It's almost like the nerves in the skin are super sensitive.
Udder cream. The Undermint cream is
Oh
made
my
from
God.
natural products. Undermint, which is traditionally used by dairy farmers to soothe the udders of cows suffering from mastitis, is being used now by people.
Yeah, it's for breastfeeding cows and women.
To treat everything from sore muscles to chest and sinus infections. That's just I didn't even click on the link. I'm telling you, you need to try Udder cream. The cream creates a layer between the clothing and the skin, which protects it and can also prevent chafing. You've got clothes on. They're hurting and making it worse.
Specifically my bra
If you
strap.
had Udder cream, the cream would create, I say again, a layer between the clothing and the skin. Okay. I mean, I can lead a horse to water. I can't make it drink.
You also diagnosed me with something that you're so dumb.
Beyonce.
If you only heard what he says off air.
Texas Hold'em. It's Q92.
I see.
Jake,
I sent you
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses?
it was at the beginning.
Now?
Yeah.
It was. How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I could
that would
my eyeball all
freak me
day
out.
long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my body.
The worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband, if he has to touch his eyeball, like he can't,
like this,
he physically
like this. I'd be like, oh my God, like close my eyes, rubbing them.
Yeah,
you can't come close to my eyes.
No, that's how Tony is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see them.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't, the first time they did
they
that
would
to
have
me.
told me. I'm sure they would have said, hey, have someone drive you down.
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, you'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close. They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Mine hasn't puffered me the last 3 exams.
Well, you're so lucky because I hate that stupid test. They have to laugh at the expressions on people's faces because I jump every time. I want to be like.
I just remember him showing me the x-ray of my eyeball, and I was like, holy cow. Because I hadn't been to an eye doctor in ever.
Yeah.
Until like last year when I got on Jamie's.
In ever. You never went?
How long was it before I went to a dentist? Till like a year ago.
That's true.
Now I'm like, they love me now. Last time I went, he was
like.
What,
the dentist?
Oh, yeah. Last time I went, he's like, I'm really surprised like how good your mouth is now compared to when you came in here.
Well, that's because you're on their wall of fame. Of course they love you. You're like their biggest walking testimony.
I was. It was like.
They're like, Christian's here.
It was like digging out fossils from granite. Look, a tooth. We'll get caught up on what the Hoff is up to. And then after that, Jake.
Huh.
Go to the front door.
What?
Oh, didn't even ask. What if I got something to his death?
I know. That's like a ninja
Go to the front door.
store.
There's poison. No, our friends at Covered Perfections just dropped off something.
Oh, that's so nice.
Check the front door for snacks from Covered. I just wanted us to get us for anybody else.
I'm so sorry that, our lobby's closed until 9.
Yeah.
Well, 9:15, basically.
But thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yes.
We can't wait to
Oh, my gosh.
indulge. All right.
He's bringing these huge boxes of stuff
I
back.
love it. Well,
Dang it.
Thank God he's safe. Oh, he didn't even question me.
No, he was like, bye.
He's like,
he
all right,
actually
I'm
slammed
leaving.
his headphones down. I was like, bye.
Like, Jake, punch yourself. Oh, all right.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this.
Sports coming up right after on Q92.
You too.
Let me see here. Oh, quick shout out to Jake. I've been catching myself saying, "Kay, love you, bye," when leaving social situations.
Oh, I just giggled. Did you hear his high pitched little?
Yeah.
"Kay, love you, bye." Yeah. It happens every day around 9:55.
It does.
Catch it today if you like. Today's hit music, Q92, in case you're wondering. That song, it's 23 years old.
Wow.
Came out in 01.
Holy crap.
Yeah. If that didn't ruin your day. We also found out that we were all excited for the Pull Apart Cinnabon.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Doesn't start till March. We got confirmation from Kelly. That must be why they're doing the whole leap here, giving it away.
Yeah, that must be kicking off. I've seen it a lot of places, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's social media stuff. That's why I thought it was out.
I'm excited.
I know.
I'm excited. And when it comes out, I'm going to have more than one because I am a huge fan of Cinnabon.
We know.
Cinnabon and Annie Ann's.
And crumble cookies.
And crumble cookie.
Well, chocolate chip only.
Yeah, someone said real quick, Vicks is good for your skin issues right now.
Okay.
Someone said, did you guys hear the thunder?
No, I didn't. Oh, it's getting real dark out there, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Spooky. It's Paul Russell, Lil Boo Things, Q92.
There's white noise, there's gray noise, there's, all kinds. Like, we have a sound machine. We get it from Amazon. Our kids have ones, even now, in their own room. My daughter always falls asleep to the ocean.
I have found a 12-hour YouTube of summer crickets and frogs. Ooh. It is fantastic, and the screen gets dark. That's what happened at the baby video on YouTube I watched. The screen got dark.
Very nice.
It was a very dim screen. Like, you could, honestly, it was barely enough light to, see what you're doing around the bedroom.
That's nice.
A lot of you adults using those as well, huh? Or for your children. See, I was usually a TV just on guy. Put on a movie. I got made fun of because I like to fall asleep. I used to. I'm not allowed now. I like to fall asleep to horror movies.
That's like me falling asleep to Cops. Tony can't wrap his mind around it. He's like, I'll walk in the bedroom and you'll be sound asleep. And you'll hear the cops and they'll be like, get down on the ground. It's like, how do you fall asleep to that? I'm like, I don't know.
It's like, who falls asleep to Saving Private Ryan?
Exactly. And they're all like,
I do.
Yeah.
I put on a lot of war movies. I'll put on documentaries of World War II to fall asleep.
Right.
I'm not allowed to watch them no more.
No.
She's a light sleeper.
She
claims that I'm deaf and take the TV too high.
Yeah.
And when you hear explosions and you hear guns, and
yeah,
I can understand that might not, to the normal person, be ideal sleeping conditions to hear the sounds of war at night. So I guess this is funny. But anytime she's in another room or out of town or whatever, I'm like,
crank it.
Like, let's go, World War II, Doc. Good night. Well, it's like, and then Blitzkrieg started. All these explosions. And I'm just like, oh,
that's your white noise.
My white noise is war, apparently.
Yeah.
I know. Do you use anything now or you just go to sleep?
Yeah, we have a sound machine.
You actually both use it?
Yeah, it's in our room. We sleep in the same room.
Not all married people do.
I know, but we do.
Jake, what do you do?
I don't do anything.
Just silence?
Just silence.
Lights out?
Lights out, night.
Oh,
I don't know if I could do that.
No.
Even when I lived at home, I had a fan.
Like literally lights out, no TV, no.
Well, I'll watch my phone. I'll watch YouTube videos or TV on my phone for a little bit. Then I'll go to bed. But I don't keep anything on.
Oof.
The whole time.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Oof.
Then every creak and every sound, I would be like, oh, what's that?
I don't know if I could do that. Wow. I would try that on a dare just to see if I could do it. If I can't sleep, I'm always put on a horror movie. Relaxes me, puts me right to sleep.
That's
War
the
movies,
thing.
horror movies, sound machines, nothing.
Cops. I'm telling you.
And nothing.
I'll be dozing off and I'll hear the, what you gone? What you gone? I'm like, yep, let it roll.
I don't know if I could fall asleep to nothing.
Me either.
To dead silence, dead darkness. I don't know if I could.
Well, Tony likes to read, and I like to keep the TV on. So it's a constant battle. Like weekends, he's cool with me leaving the TV on. During the week, not so much. So then last night I was trying to watch the end of a Dance Moms episode, and he's like, I'm really getting tired of hearing these Dance Moms. Like, can we please turn
Isn't that where
the
Honey
TV
Boo
up?
Boo came from?
Not Honey Boo Boo. JoJo Siwa.
Oh, yeah, she was the dancer.
Not Boo Boo.
What was Honey?
JoJo.
She was a child pageant girl.
Yes.
The question to you, Lauren, is what is your true favorite beer? I don't care about seltzers or liquor. Beer.
Everyday beer, like
If Lauren wants an ice cold beer on a rough day, only a beer. I don't want to hear Truly. I don't want to hear wine cooler. I want to hear
I drink beer.
Well, listen, I drink Trulies too. I'm not making fun. I'm just saying, it's
I
beer
know.
day. It's not hard seltzer day.
Either Miller Lite or Modelo.
Miller Lite or Modelo?
Yeah.
I would say I'm Miller Lite or Bud Light. Those are the two beers that I think have the best taste.
Yep.
To me. Jake, your favorite beer. I don't know why Lauren and I are naming two each, but
I can't name one.
You don't have a favorite
You
beer?
don't like beer?
Not at all. I have never finished a beer. I've tried.
You've never finished a beer in your life?
No, because I tried once because I know Star's dad likes drinking beers. I was like, maybe one day he would want to have a beer with me. So I tried to force myself to have a beer one time. I couldn't do it.
Are
Do you have a video of that?
Wait,
No, I don't.
Are you talking about you had a beer with Daddy? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It was alone.
David?
Daddy
no.
David and Poo Poo Face?
No,
had a
I
beer
did not. I was trying
and
to
a
prep.
pickle fight?
Okay, Christian.
I was trying to prepare myself for that moment, but it never happened because I was doing it alone. But no, I couldn't finish it.
Listen, some people don't like, I get it. There are people that just don't like the taste of beer.
Do you like pumpkin beers? Because now's
No,
the
I
time
don't
for
like
all
pumpkin.
of that. I had my first pumpkin ale at Winking Lizard last weekend. It was so good. But if you guys are listening and you really enjoy pumpkin beer, it's kind of expensive, but it is so worth it. Because you only really drink one, right? And then you have your follow-up beer, like Miller Lite or Modelo or whatever.
Right. O'Doul's. Right.
Something
Right.
like that. Southern Tier Pumpkin Nitro is so stinking good.
Have you been drunk, Jake?
One time.
Off what, wine coolers?
No, it was the strawberry daiquiris or pina colada.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
Oh, that.
I had that half a beer.
All right. So, been drunk once in your life at 24.
Yeah.
And cannot stand the taste of beer. You've never been able to even finish a bottle of beer.
Correct.
Okay. Last time you even had liquor or alcohol.
A couple days ago.
Oh, look at you.
Whoa.
Look at you.
Not the answer I was thinking was going to
And
come out of his mouth.
Was it a daiquiri?
No, I made I took coconut rum and ginger ale and blue snow cone syrup and just mixed it together because
You are the
I was
most
desperate.
Interesting.
Fruity little drink. Okay.
You are so fascinating. Just
You know,
so
you should make
fascinating.
a snow cone and do that concoction. That would be really good. Like
We've-
boozy snow cones. And
We've thought about that so many times,
oh
but
my
we
gosh,
just never.
Jake, that's another part of your business.
Yeah.
For adults, the adult
it's
adult
been-
bounce party.
It's been thought about, but liquor license and stuff like that, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'll help you.
I
I'm serious. Okay.
The things of it. You know how to make a bomb?
Don't ask him.
no.
Okay. Wouldn't shock me. He was like, well, of course.
Did you ever make those bombs?
What kind would you like? Favor right here on today's In Music Q92. It is 9:53. It is storming here at the radio station.
Yep. We got
There
rumbles
is-
of thunder. We almost lost power.
Yeah, it was lightning, made the lights go, and then we
Yeah.
heard two, and that's thunder perfectly imitated. Light rumbling. Jake, do thunder.
I don't know.
Joe, do thunder real quick.
Boo bang. That's more like a firework.
No, it'd be more like boom, 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 boom.
No, that's
I
a
don't-
drum.
No, it's like a rolling
Bum,
like.
bum, 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 bum.
It's not what I did.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-boo. Oh man! All right, so this is some rain around there. We're gonna have some storms throughout the day, the morning, maybe again this evening, but that's all right. We'll be fine. I kind of think it's nice. I'm gonna go outside and check it out. So that's gonna do it for us. Thank you guys so much for being part of the morning show today. Thank you for your entertainment. Thank you for the funny text messages. Thank you for the participating in the Q92 Rage Room as always in the 8 o'clock hour. We gave away tickets to see Nora Jones today. Marty from Maslin won those. We gave away tickets in the 6 o'clock hour today to see The National and War on Drugs. We gave those to Haley from Uniontown. She got hooked up today, and we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Wednesday, so your call Wednesday. We'll be talking to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And who knows what else will be given away tomorrow morning. So,
Killer, is that hail?
he can't really talk on the air with us right now.
No, he said no. It is really
Raining out there.
wow. Like it's sideways.
Well, we'll go check it out
All
because the
right.
show's over. Thank you guys so much. Nicolina's in here next, Keller after that, and Ryan at night after that, because we are your live and locally owned radio station and proud to be. Catch you guys tomorrow. Have Have a great day, Jake. Anything for the good people?
Love you. Bye.
There you go. Tate McRae X's on Q.